sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. On the Rams sideline is Sean McVay. His team fired up and ready for this one. On the other side, the Seahawks, it's Mike McDonald. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go from Lumen Field. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by former #1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
Mike, isn't there just something different about Week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. The motion man is Nakua. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
It's a gain of 18. And the Rams, first down.
Back to throw is Stafford. That's a short throw caught by Komet, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Not what you want to see. Quarter 1 of Week 1. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. It's another run here for Williams. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Byron Murphy there on the stop. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up. And now they face third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the #3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. It's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
Got it with Smith in Jigba. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And he's in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown Seahawks. Terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Miles, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Rams offense ready now for their second drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's over the middle. Complete to Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, L.A.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Rams.
They run over center with Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's across midfield to the 49.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
And 4.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. A quick slant, and here's Adams. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. Right back to Adams. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On the give, it's Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
Stafford. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do. on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go play action with Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Puna 4. He's got his first sack of the season here early in Week 1.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Rams 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll go again here with Williams. Woo! And he's down at the 3. What a run. So 31 yards on this play. A 2nd big one in a row and another 1st down.
1st and goal, Rams.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability.
And he'll take it on in. Cole Kmet, touchdown, L.A. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Rams will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. They'll get across the 20, mark them down at the 23-yard line. Well, Seahawks offense starting to trot out for this next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23.
They'll run it out of the gun with Charbonnet. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And he has been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we're going to see much more of him as this game goes on. Stafford now to throw on 1st down. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. Stafford now. That's to the tight end, Komet. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Second quarter now. Rams in control of the football from the 25. Here's 2nd and 7 as we are ready to get back underway. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a 1st down.
2 yards on the play. And the Rams 1st down.
A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. It is 2nd and 9. Now it's Stafford. Open man, that's Adams. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
That's another.
They'll run. It's Williams. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
He's got it at the 3. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
To throw is Stafford. That one taken in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Rams.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
Next to score, Rams 14, Seahawks 7.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once again. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. A give to Charbonnet. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Darnold. He's got a man. That's Horton. He's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now Darnold. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. And Pearl, the safety, burst through. And he comes up with the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. 3rd and long. Pistol snap back to Darnold. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
A gain of 16. Brings up 4th down.
A fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
Kyren Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, it's Stafford. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. A first down throw for Stafford. That one complete to Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Rams first down.
The motion man is Nakua. First down, it is Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Putting the tight end in motion. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Here's a handoff to Williams. He did a nice job skipping away from one tackle, then going forward, gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down. The motion man is Nakua. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with more on this opening week. After this, 5 yards from the house, they've got it 1st and goal. Now Stafford to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His 1st NFL touchdown in his very 1st NFL game. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This fielded at about the 9. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. Not much happening there, just a short gain. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Smith-Njigba. That's a gain of 5. Brings up
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And this will work out well. Touchdown by the special teams unit right at the 10-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's going to give ground and lose yardage here. Back to the 6.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half. Stafford now on 2nd down. And the pressure's too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
At the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
At the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. With the jig to left side, he's got it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
10 yards. And the Seahawks.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Darnold to the air once more. This one snagged by Smith-Njigba. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Darnold to throw again. Got a man, that's Warner, the tight end. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Moving outside the pocket, and he's going to be brought down. They passed on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end.
Our spin around the NFL starts now. In Indianapolis, the Colts at home to take on the Jags in the AFC South. And this is LeQuint Allen. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Jags come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is Devontae Smith. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Eagles get the victory here. They win it by 10. One more to show you. Let's go to Cleveland. It's the Browns taking on the Tennessee Titans. And this is Shedeur Sanders. It's a touchdown pass from 3 yards out. The Browns wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. And the safety certainly helped. They get a chance to get back into this one if they can put together a drive. They'll start it 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5. From the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 34-yard line.
Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Garner. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. There you see Sean McVay, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Rams. His team heading back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds. From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. On the carry, it's Williams. Down the sideline, past the 45. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Rams.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all that. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
It's second and 8.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And the Rams are going to have what looks to be first and goal. He'll take this down to the 10.
That's another Rams first down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Second and goal. The shotgun snap to Stafford. And he's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, L.A. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Rams will extend this third quarter lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Seahawks offense headed back to take over once more. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough year.
Yeah, we've never spoken to a team before their Week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had, it's the best roster they've ever had. I mean, how many times have we heard that? So, in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just one game. So don't throw everything in the garbage and start all over. Don't throw out all the hard work from the previous offseason. Stay the course, fix what went wrong, improve, and move on to Week 2.
He'll try to run for it. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On play action, here's Darnold. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here's second and 6.
The 41-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
They'll go play action with Darnold. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Taken in right side by Barner. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. To throw again is Darnold. That's complete. It's JSN. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Seahawks.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch. Here's second and 9. Here's Darnold again. Looking middle, and there is Horton. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
In less than a yard.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Myers kick. is good. And the Seahawks are back within 2 scores.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He fields it at the 8. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Kyren Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
He'll try the right side with Williams. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and
Stafford now on 3rd down. He gets this complete, finding Adams. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
That's good for a Rams first down. A gain of 14. And a Rams first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, it's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
16 yards.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
If they give up the middle with Williams. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. It's another run here for Williams. Into space. And he'll take this one in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown Rams. That's his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Extra point try now for Tucker. It's up and good. And the Rams will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Well, Seahawks offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Here's a designed run. He takes off.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Charbonnet. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down. They'll go with the sneak. And that one They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. The middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taking back to the other side of midfield.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to A.J. Barner.
A run now on 2nd down. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Darnold to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Braden Fisk working his way in to register his 1st sack of the new season.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now, Darnold. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
There you see Sean McVay, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Rams. His team heading back onto the field. And they have done all you could ask for. Closing in on a road victory to start the campaign as they try to finish things off here in quarter number 4. 1st down, it is Williams. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and a yard. To throw is Stafford. He'll complete it to Adams. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good. Wrong Rams. 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down.
On the give, it's Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The motion man is Nakua. They'll go again here with Williams. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Couple of 1st downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
They run over center with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
across midfield to the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
3 yards. It's now fourth down and 1.
On fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. And he overhit that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchdown. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.